Give us a little background about the family, give us a little relationship insights about the family, and how did they react when you moved on from saying that I'll not be a chartered accountant, rather I'll be a fashion stylist. So what was that journey like?
So it was very very different for me to kind of explain this to them that I wanted to be a fashion
Hmm.
stylist, because like I said again, people were not very aware that time. Even my
Hmm.
relatives would probably be like, "What is fashion styling? We've heard fashion designing.
Uh,
ये styling क्या है? How is it different from a designer?"
hmm.
So that was something also that was really really challenging. And yeah, I've been a
Hmm.
Mumbaiker. I've been a full-on Bollywood fan since I was a kid. I've always looked up to them, and I would always wonder that is their life like so glamorous, and is it so easy for them to always be stylish and be whether it's airport they are looking good, whether it's an ad they're looking so good, whether it's movies.
Hmm.
So that was my curiosity at that time, that how do they do this? How do they
Hmm.
always end up being so stylish? From where do they shop? I always wanted to know from where have they got this from. So that I think was always there in my heart, but I kind of went through this normal thing that okay, I'll just do a BCom, or I'll just take up a science or a commerce course at that point. And moment that was over and I could understand that this is not something that I relate to. I
Hmm.
am creative and I am a creative person and I want to be in that field. So fashion again was something that I kind of related to a lot. So this was the course and I went for it, and I gave it my all. I didn't think again.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cracking the Code presented by Onflit. Today, it's our 18th episode with Ekta Shah. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly introduce Ekta for all of you guys. So, Ekta is a celebrity stylist and a wardrobe consultant. Over a career spanning across half a decade, she has styled Kareena Kapoor Khan, Malaika Arora, Disha Patni, Shraddha Kapoor, Anana Pandey, and many more such Bollywood divas. So, I'm sure this conversation today will be a treat for all of you guys who follow Bollywood, who are coming here to understand how the fashion industry works and how the styling business works. So Ekta is also a BCom graduate who later on went on to pursuing her styling career as a full-time profession. And this goal goes by the mantra: fashion fades, but style is eternal. So for all of you out there, here I bring on the stream Ekta Shah. Hi Ekta, good evening and welcome to Cracking the Code.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure for us to invite you. So where are you based right now, by the way?
So I'm based in Bombay. I've been
Okay.
born and brought up in Bombay. So yeah,
Okay. So you are a full-time Mumbaiker, basically.
full time
Full
from heart.
Mumbaiker. From heart, all the okay. So I'm sure we will deep dive into that aspect also from the career point of view, that how is it to be in Bombay, and understand Bollywood from that close, and now the kind of business you're doing, it's so close to celebrities and stuff like that. But for the audience, let's first help me decode the term wardrobe consultant, because it's a very new term. When we were looking at your profile, when researching for you, even I came across this term for the first time. We have heard about stylists, but what's a wardrobe consultant?
Sure, I would love to. So I think wardrobe consultant is also a fashion consultant, someone who really helps their clients and to really develop and enhance their image, professionally and personally. So someone who really helps, it could be a client, it could be a celebrity, anyone, someone who really knows their style and who really understands their body language, their what is suitable for them, their body type, and then kind of really curates a style for them. So that's a wardrobe consultant, or let's slash fashion stylist for that matter. Yeah.
Okay. So that would definitely require a lot of learning and lot of understanding of people also, right? I'm sure if you are doing all these things, you would be interacting and knowing people also at a deeper level before you start consulting and guiding them as in what they should be wearing, and how you should be styling them.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think it's very important to know your client,
Hmm.
well, to kind of
Hmm.
meet them and understand them, because in the end of the day, it's not just a style that you're curating, but you also
Right.
keep their personal style in mind when you're doing something like that. with them. So I think meeting and interacting with the client is, I think, very, very important. Yeah.
So what's the routine day of a celebrity style consultant is like? What's your routine day?
I don't think there's any of these glam days. I think the how much of a glamorous this kind of this profession looks, it's got a lot of struggles to it and a lot of hard work to it that goes behind every look that we create, every public appearance a celebrity makes outside, even if it's an airport look. A lot goes behind, a lot of struggle, a lot of hard work. I think probably what they see, they're like, oh my God, these guys look so glamorous. But literally, these are the stylists who are actually working on these looks, day and night. So I definitely have Monday blues for sure, but a lot more than Monday blues also. रात तक यही चल रहा होता है, so it's a lot. ये glamorous दिखता बहुत है, but है नहीं इतना.
You are a BCom student. You were a BCom student, and then you moved on to fashion, and now you're into consulting and styling full time. What was the journey like, and when did you realize that you are really good at this and you want to pursue this as a career? So, what was that transition like? Take us through the journey, please.
Sure. So I was a BCom student, I was a commerce student, and I actually thought that I would get into accounts and, I would try and probably do a CA or something like that. And, when I finished this and I couldn't connect to it anymore. I finished my course and I was like, I don't know if I want to do something like this for a long term, or this is something that I kind of connect to and I would want to go to work every day, being an accountant or something like that. And that's when I think that time it was really, really new, to be honest. मतलब, किसी को पता भी नहीं था कि fashion stylist होता है. Till then it was already like, okay, there's only a fashion designer. People took time to understand and relate to what is this fashion styling all about. Fashion designer तो सुना है, fashion stylist इतना नहीं सुना है. So it was very, very new, but it really, really helped, especially celebrities, because they kind of needed it the most. They have to be all the time out and about. They have to be noticed, and every look that they do, today is like out there. And we're so responsible, to kind of make that image, outside. And they really have to be stylish all the time. I think that's something that इतना थोड़ा pressure भी हो जाता है उनके ऊपर, क्योंकि उनको all the time अच्छा दिखना होता है. So that was something new, but it kind of really changed the whole scenario. I think today every person wants to be a fashion stylist, and it's everyone knows about it also so widely that, okay, fashion styling is a career now, a whole big career that they can actually take up.
So how competitive is the space, and what's is it like from the career point of view? So give me a perspective from the industry point of view, from the career point of view, and especially from the competition point of view.
I think it would be very lucky. I would call myself lucky that I stay in Bombay, but that is about it. It doesn't mean anything else. That, okay, fine, if you're obviously staying in Bombay, you're closer to them, you're closer to getting onto shoots, you're closer to meeting the celebrities and doing trials, and a lot of designers are also Bombay based. So it's very accessible if you live in Bombay. But even if you don't, and if you're an outsider who wants to come, one change that of course you'll have to make is that you have to live in Bombay. Because the celebrities and, the work that happens and the movies are made in Bombay, most of them, everything is right here. A lot of television series happen here. So, of course, you have to live kind of in Bombay. But other than that, you are out here on your own. Of course, you have to kind of really, really work hard. So there is no like escape to hard work. It's not like if I am someone's, daughter or someone's dad, it is going to help me. Not at all. You are on your own, and your work decides where you'll actually be and who's going to actually take you. So if you are good and your work is good, you will definitely get a chance. You will definitely be able to kind of, showcase your work and stuff like that. But other than that, it's nothing that, okay, you're in Bombay, that there is an advantage to it. That I will be able to kind of be on so many places. You're accessible to so many stylists also. Like in the starting, of course, आपको internship करनी है, आपको किसी के साथ काम करना है to get an experience. So yeah, like most of them are in Bombay.
Help us decode that. What is the first step? If maybe some engineering students is listening to this, or if some even a fashion kid is listening to this and they want to kind of get into this business or this trade, what are the skill sets they need, and what are the couple of advice from your side they want to kind of look at, so that it becomes easier for them to venture into this business?
So someone who's even into a fashion business, or even for someone who is out not into the fashion business, I think these are something that will really help them, to be a fashion stylist or a celebrity stylist or any other kind of
Hmm.
styling also that they want to kind of do. That definitely, research is really important. To know everything about trends and who are the designers and what are they showcasing and what is going on. I think like commercial awareness is something that is very important, for everyone. And definitely the second thing would be, like really meeting the deadlines, because ऐसा profession है कि कोई 9 to 6 job नहीं है. So there is nothing
Right.
like that कि हाँ ये मैं सिर्फ इतना ही time काम करूँगी. So you have to be really flexible. So flexibility
Hmm.
again is something that is really important in this kind of job. So you should be
Hmm.
flexible at your work, and again someone who's really proactive. Because sometimes these events are so last minute, एक या दो दिन
Hmm.
पहले ही पता चलता है, या कभी कभी तो like, just in the morning. So you should be very proactive and very assertive कि okay, even if this has happened, I'm going to take it up and I'm going to be able to do it in a very positive way. So even this
Hmm.
positive attitude is something that's really important while you're a fashion stylist. And of course,
Hmm.
I mean, it's not really important to have a course in fashion styling. बट अगर आप कोई दूसरे फील्ड से आ रहे हो और आपको फैशन के बारे में कोई नॉलेज नहीं है, सो इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट कि स्टाइलिस्ट आपको बताएगी कि आपको क्या करना है,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
if you have a course, if you learn something about it, then you kind of, get an upper hand. Obviously people
Right.
will prefer you over someone who doesn't kind of know anything about the job. But though you have to obviously still start from scratch, and experiences again, I feel is really important for someone who wants to become a fashion stylist or who is already also, that the more you kind of experience, the more you're on the set, the more you work with different kind of stylists, and the more you work, that will actually, help you to be where you want to be. That is
Right.
something, because
Right.
what you learn from your experience, you're never going to really learn in the classes.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I feel on field is something that will really teach, shoot पे क्या होता है, कैसे जाना चाहिए, कैसे कपड़े रखने चाहिए, your
Hmm.
interaction with the actor, and everyone on the set is also really important. With the
Hmm.
director, what is he looking for at that point?
Hmm.
So yeah.
So, what is the best way a young guy or a young girl can keep them aware, or what's your source of awareness? What are the best practices there? Can you throw some light on that?
Sure. So I think you can go on Vogue. There is Instagram to bhi itna zyada famous ho gaya that you can actually see everything is on Instagram. Every brand, every
Hmm.
designer is on Instagram. So you kind of
Hmm.
go through the runway shows, you go on Vogue, you kind of really research on that. Then what are these designers doing? What is the trend going on? So I think with all of that is it is really going to help you. It's not only going to like just help you at work, but just for yourself also, so that you are updated, and you being
Hmm.
updated is very important as a stylist.
Hmm. Hmm. And like you mentioned, the importance of being on the set and maybe internship or working for somebody. What was your first gig like? What was your entry into the industry? What was that first assignment, and how did you get it? Because getting the first assignment or first gig is the most critical, the crucial one, because that gives you a chance to showcase everything that you have, whether it's your attitude, whether it is your talent, whether it is your work ethic. That's where the game begins. So how did you get it, and what is the advice for people who want to get that first assignment ever?
Yes, so my first break was itself a Lakme Fashion Week, and it was it happened through a friend though, that she knew a stylist who wanted an intern at that point of time. But how was my
Hmm.
attitude at that point? I was like ready to work very hard. I would have a very long shift. My day would start at probably 6 a.m. and get done at like 10 a.m. So I was very flexible with timings because I wanted to work hard. I was very sure that
Hmm.
if this is what I want to be and if this is what it takes, and I'm ready to do all of that. Whether it's
Hmm.
sourcing. So these stylists also have like different, things that include in as a fashion stylist. Whether it's sourcing, whether it's being on set, whether it's trials, whether it's also returning. Returning on time. Being meeting the deadlines when it's given to you. So all of this, requires you to be a fashion stylist. So if you're actually ready to work very hard, and if you're actually flexible, and you're like I said, you're updated, you know what is happening, then it kind of just becomes very easy for you. Then it's not like a chore, or then it's not like a something that is very like very tough to
Hmm.
do. You kind of start enjoying your work rather than making it like, oh my god, I'm working for so many hours. But you kind of really enjoy being there and doing all of that. Yeah.
So were you paid for that assignment, or were you a free intern?
No, I was a free intern.
Most of the people are always in the debate of whether the internship should be paid or not, and the more people I talk to who are into such kind of a business, most of them have done some sort of a free internship, or maybe at a very minimal price. What's your take on that, especially from the point of view of analyzing the opportunity versus the money you would have got?
I feel it's not bad at all, as long as you also get the recognition, and you get the recognition that you require, because that
Hmm.
also really helps you and takes you from one job to another, to like really really be out there, and people kind of start recognizing you because of the job. Then it's not bad at all. But वो internship बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. You don't
Hmm.
end up doing like a lot of internships or too many months and too many months of free work. Absolutely, at least you should be kind of getting something out of it, because you're also learning in that process. It's not that
Hmm.
someone who's like really professional and is an intern. Someone who's really fresh and doesn't know anything and who's ready to learn
Hmm.
out there. So it's okay कि अगर कभी कभार you're not paid as an intern, but it shouldn't be for very long. Like I remember
Hmm.
my first internship I ended up doing for 7 months, 7 to 8 months.
Acha.
Almost free हो गया था. तो इतना भी I
Right.
think it's not good enough. It's not good.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So suppose that, then what was the journey like? Let's take a deep dive there now.
So I think after I did my internship, during that period, I think the stylist that I was working with also kind of was very sure, and she kind of saw it, in me, that this is
Hmm.
someone who's ready to like be there, and who's ready to
Hmm.
give it all that she has. And since
Hmm.
I had an experience, and I kind of worked through so many events and so many ads and stuff like that, then I think it became very easy for me to get a job, because she was kind of sure that
Hmm.
she knows her work, she knows what she's doing. She's not someone who's like blank. So that became a very good part, and then for me to start off to kind of start my work became very very easy. So I think that is something, वो internship ही होता है जो बहुत crucial होता है, कि आप किसके साथ करते हो, आप क्या करते हो internship में, what is your attitude actually
Hmm.
while you're interning.
Hmm. Hmm.
Are you like
Hmm.
taking it lightly, or like you're really at it? And that will really define also. You can even start your own. It doesn't matter. अगर आप internship कर लिया और आप
And
confident हो कि आप अपना काम start कर सकते हो.
so do you think you would have been on a different tangent if the first internship would not have been the Lakme Fashion Week? Or do you think it was a great break for your
No,
career? I
not
think.
really.
Okay.
We all start from Lakme Fashion Week. I think designers start from LFW. A lot of stylists also style. The first thing that they do is that they learn from LFW. They start styling
Okay.
the models from LFW. So I think that was a good start. It also, I think, kind of
Hmm.
depends where you start from. It was a good
Hmm.
start to know ki what is happening in the industry, because that is our life. Lakme Fashion Week for India is the fashion. What you see,
Right.
that becomes the trend for the next 6 months. So knowing what is
Hmm.
on the runway is very important.
What's the difference between a regular stylist and how different is it to be a celebrity stylist? What is there any fundamental job difference, or is it the same thing? And then how you upgrade yourself, or how you move from being a stylist to being a celebrity stylist? What's this like?
So I think there's a very thin line between a fashion stylist and a celebrity stylist. So a fashion
Hmm.
stylist could also be a celebrity stylist, or an editorial stylist, or a bridal stylist for that matter.
Okay.
It's just that they try, and the celebrity stylists, they try and just concentrate on the celebrities that they're working for. They are usually not
Hmm.
into other kind of styling. They really really focus on the celebrities and their appearances, and most of like red carpet events, the award
Okay.
functions that we see, or even for movie promotions rather. आजकल इतने promote करते हैं movie on a larger
Hmm.
scale. So that is where I think a celebrity stylist comes in place, and that is what they really focus on. Whether a fashion stylist is someone who kind of focus on other things as well. Like there are so many, there are ads, there are print shoots, or probably a fashion stylist could also do television. Television has become so big right now for us
Hmm.
that a fashion stylist could do that as well. A very like it's something that she's open to a lot of other things. She's not only focusing
Right.
on celebrity styling. She can focus even on editorial. She could work with
Hmm.
magazines. उसके पास एक wide range होता है कि she can do a lot of other things, especially when
Right.
she's a freelancer, then even good, even better.
Okay. Okay. And when you were transitioning from your routine BCom to then doing this course and then finally getting into the industry, what were the challenges like?
I think there were many challenges. It's not
Mm-hmm.
easy to be in the industry to start. Like I was a BCom student, so I was an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I was not someone who would be probably be comfortable in talking to so many people, and
Mm-hmm.
especially in being a stylist, it's very very important to develop a very like a good professional, and a social. Like not say image, but like you need to have like a good conversation and a good contacts with them, because they kind of help you, to get through brands, they kind of help you through get work also sometimes.
Right.
So to really be open, to be able to kind of interact with them, that was something that I was like really very difficult with, because I would probably not, like commerce student, you don't really be need to be dressed all the time. Even that is
Hmm.
something that as a stylist you need to look good, because they see you first. The first thing that they notice is that how you are styled, how are you dressed.
Hmm.
Because imagine if
Hmm.
you're going to be styling someone else, they definitely want to see what
Right.
you're doing with your personal style.
Hmm.
So बहुत सारे struggles थे with that also. So I think with time I evolved, with more of work experience, with working for so many years, it actually helped me, grow, to
Okay.
be out there, that's what I was saying. If you kind of work with different styles, even better. If you kind of work with a lot of different people, different celebrities are also different, तो वो भी एक challenge होता है कि हर एक celebrity same नहीं है. सबका body
Hmm.
type कितना अलग है, सबका style. You have to also keep their style in mind. It's not just them looking good, you know, but them also being comfortable in it at the same time. So, only through experience and a lot of research and hard work, you'll be able to do that.
What are the, let us say, if I may put a number on it, what are the top three advice you can give to the people trying to enter into this space?
I think the first one would definitely be that never say no to work.
Okay.
Whatever work you get, really, really appreciate your work, that you're getting work, and never say no to work unless you're really, really sick and you can't be there and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Because, that work you never know will get you somewhere in life. And every work that you do will help you in life. So do as many projects as you can, do as many internships as you can, because this is your time to really build and become that stylist that you're wanting to be. So that would
Right.
definitely be first.
Mm-hmm.
Second would definitely be that if you're worrying about money is again something that I was also always worried of in becoming a stylist, because I don't come from a very, very, very rich family or anything. I was starting from scratch. So money will come. Definitely money will flow and it will definitely happen for you, regardless. So don't worry about that, but just continue working hard. Continue working hard, doing your research, and that is really, really going to help you to become a good stylist. Because all these stylists that you see out there, they exactly know what is happening, what is out there. You know,
Hmm.
they know their work. So that would be the second one. Third would again, I've actually, emphasized so much on this. Flexibility is something which is also very important, because this is इसका ये job का कोई time नहीं है. कि
Hmm.
I cannot probably tell you कि I'm only working for these many hours, because it
Hmm.
might require you to like stretch a little more. But trust me, all that you do will definitely help you. I think it's good to do a course. It definitely
Mm-hmm.
helps you in so many ways to understand different kind of body types, different kind of fashion trend, different kind of stylist also. Not everybody would
Mm-hmm.
want to be a celebrity stylist only. There are so many kind of styling that is open out there. तो ये सब जानने के लिए I think it's a good start to do a course.
Okay.
It doesn't determine कि वो आपको अच्छा stylist बनाएगा, but वो आपको help तो जरूर करेगा. Even to get work.
Hmm.
I mean, it's better that you kind of know someone who knows something about fashion. Straight up coming
Hmm.
from a commerce, it was, I think, important for me to do a course. So there are many
Hmm.
courses. Abhi Bombay mein to there are so many courses and so many colleges that offer this course. It's become a lot more easier to do the course and accessible also. अभी तो online भी इतने सारे courses आ गए हैं. So that will
Right.
just like really help you and advance you as a stylist. So that would
Right.
definitely be something.
I also want to now understand, explore a little bit from your family side, and like you mentioned in the beginning that you have been born and brought up in Mumbai itself. What was like for you to be in Mumbai, right? From, you were born and raised there. You must have seen Bollywood very, very closely. Was this an aspiration always? And if yes, then what was the family like? Give us a little background about the family. Give us a little relationship insights about the family, and how did they react when you moved on from saying that I'll not be a chartered accountant, rather I'll be a fashion stylist. So what was that journey like?
So it was very very different for me to kind of explain this to them that I wanted to be a fashion
Hmm.
stylist, because like I said again, people were not very aware that time. Even my
Hmm.
relatives would probably be like, "What is fashion styling? We've heard fashion designing. ये
Uh,
styling क्या है? How is it different from a designer?"
hmm.
So that was something also that was really really challenging. And yeah, I've been a
Hmm.
Mumbaikar. I've been a full on Bollywood fan since I was a kid. I've always looked up to them, and I would always wonder that is their life like so glamorous, and is it so easy for them to always be stylish and be whether it's airport they are looking good, whether it's an ad they're looking so good, whether it's movies.
Hmm.
So that was my curiosity at that time, that how do they do this? How do they
Hmm.
always end up being so stylish? From where do they shop? I always wanted to know from where have they got this from. So that I think was always there in my heart, but I kind of went through this normal thing that okay, I'll just do a BCom, or I'll just take up a science or a commerce course at that point. And moment that was over, and I could understand that this is not something that I relate to. I
Hmm.
am creative, and I am a creative person, and I want to be in that field. So fashion again was something that I kind of related to a lot. So this was the course, and I went for it, and I gave it my all. I didn't think again
So
that okay,
so
have I
did
made
you
a
did you
mistake?
choose
Yeah,
did you choose the commerce? Did you choose commerce, or was it from a parent side? Did they want you to do it?
it was a mix actually. They
Okay.
also wanted me to do it. They were more keen on science actually, and I said, "Oh my God, science though is not possible at all for me." But
Uh-huh.
again, I think what you can do, or you can at least like relate to. So
Hmm.
commerce was something that I possibly thought that okay, I might become an accountant. I
Hmm.
might do this. I don't mind pursuing a career around it.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. So now how's the relationship like? What's the family's reaction now when you are somewhat successful and you're working with the celebs? What's the take now?
Oh, they are much, much comfortable now, and they are very, very happy with the profession. And in fact, I feel now they're very proud also that
Hmm.
because what happens is with celebrity and their work, your also work is kind of noticed, and people
Yes.
appreciate what you're doing. That's I
Hmm.
think a plus point when you're a celebrity stylist, because you can actually showcase your work, and people
Hmm.
know them. Everyone knows who
Hmm.
they are. When they
Hmm.
walk out, and the good part is also that if you're styled well, then they all the more want to know who's the person who's behind all this.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
so they're very, very, very comfortable now. And it did take time. Initially, they were also like very, there's very excited parents. "Ki, oh my God, you're with this Bollywood actress, and how it is, and it's so crazy, like wow, oh my God." And I was like, okay, maybe it's oh my God when you see it on screen, but
Uh-huh.
behind it's the same amount of work that a chartered accountant will also do at the bank, or a doctor
Hmm.
does that, because there's a lot of work that goes behind
Hmm.
it. You can probably
Hmm.
see it because it looks glamorous on the front, but that's
Right.
not it.
When do you think your parents were able to, from not being so convinced, were able to finally accept this as a full-time thing that you're doing? So what do you think was the transition or the moment of change?
When they saw that I am being noticed as well, and my
Hmm.
work is also out there, and is being appreciated, and it's a good amount of work. मतलब अगर आप अच्छा कर रहे हो, आपका
Hmm.
styling अच्छा है, you're actually putting together looks for a person, for a client, keeping so many things in mind, then they started to
Hmm.
understand that this is also a profession that should definitely be considered.
Hmm.
Not just being like a normal doctor or like anything else. Even this is one of the professions that you can consider. Otherwise, it was that norm for some time that
Hmm.
other than fashion styling, you consider like being a doctor or any other, for a CA for that
Hmm.
matter. But now
Hmm.
they're
Hmm.
equally proud having a fashion stylist, even though I didn't
Okay.
end up becoming an accountant.
So how has COVID impacted your line of work, this space, and what do you think will be the future going ahead for this line of profession?
So I feel it impacted us very greatly. Yeah, very very big. Something that I didn't see it coming at all. Especially
Hmm.
for fashion stylists, because there is nothing for work for home for us. Whereas the whole
Yeah.
world would be probably working at home, there is no work from home. We have to be outside. We always have to be on shoot or be sourcing, or going out. So, or meeting the celebrities also for trials and everything that goes. Everything is out. Traveling is also something
Hmm.
that's out, because most of the shoots are also happening across the globe. So it was very difficult to understand that you'll have to sit at home for so long. But now that things
Hmm.
have
Hmm.
changed, and though it has still affected, but yeah, of course shoots are happening now. You have to get tested before you go on shoots. So everyone is tested. They're taking the norms very seriously. That's really really nice. You, of course, you maintain your distance when you go out. You wear your mask, you do all of that. But yeah, of course, the stylist has to go out.
Okay.
We
And
try
has it
as
has it
much as
al-
possible if there is that we can do. Yeah.
and has it also affected from the point of view of skill set, also from the money point of view? How has the profession changed, or is it still the same, just with the precautions that any and everybody would take in a workplace environment?
No, of course, a lot has changed. So,
Hmm.
what we can do is definitely that even if we can't be on, shoot all the time, or if we can't get out so much, how much can we do from home? We
Hmm.
try to like not interact with a lot of people. So there is now we have, come to that terms that, there is something that we can do. We can definitely, look at more on internet, look at the designs more, talk to people. You don't need to like personally go and meet them upfront. You can also like kind of get it couriered or anything of that matter. And how you can
Hmm.
work like not really being around them, but that is
Hmm.
also a skill. Like how many meetings can you do on Zoom? I think,
Right.
can you style someone on
Hmm.
Zoom? That was something that was very very challenging. Someone had not seen it ever. Someone
Hmm.
would never like style someone live. That person would definitely go and meet that person personally.
Okay.
So yeah, people have been attending colleges online.
Hmm. Hmm. So, also now I want to understand, now post COVID, what's the new normal like in your line of business?
So me myself also, I am also available online, on an app
Hmm.
where you can actually get personal styling from me, and I can actually shop for you online. I can actually curate
Okay.
your a whole new wardrobe for you, or rather
Hmm.
whatever clothes that you have. And you probably, there are so many times where we don't know what to do with the clothes that we have. We kind of think they don't fit us, and we don't know
Hmm.
how to pair them. And actually I can actually curate looks for you while I am sitting across, or like on internet. So that is
Hmm.
something that I can do while I am here and you're somewhere else, or another country also for that matter. So that was something that we never noticed before this. I am also available on a Fashion Mentor app, which is available on
Hmm.
iOS and on Android. So that
Hmm.
app has me as a stylist, as a professional stylist. So they can actually book an appointment as
Okay.
well with me. Yeah.
Now, this fashion mentor thing that you mentioned, I was about to come on to that, and thanks for mentioning it. It looks like a very interesting concept, and I was reading a bit about it. Give us more details. What is this all about?
So it's an app that has been curated by these people who are from Milan. And I was very
Hmm.
surprised as well, because this was especially, they
Hmm.
did this during the COVID times, when people really need a
Okay.
stylist. And this is accessible to everyone. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get in touch with a celebrity stylist.
Hmm.
They find it very difficult to get in touch with one. So this was something very accessible to everyone. It could be even like someone who's from corporate, or someone from who just wants to kind of upgrade their personal style, for that matter. They can actually get in touch with me, and I can help them not only shop but also change their style, or help them kind of
Hmm.
really advance their look professionally as well as personally. So this is that I am available on app, and they can actually book a session with me So probably the first couple of sessions, we can also get to know each other. It was very important for me to know my client. What are their
Hmm.
needs and how does, what are the occasions that they go for? Right now, I
Hmm.
mean, we all want to get styled for different occasions. We all want clothes for different occasions, but we kind of sometimes don't know how to put it up. And that is something where I come in place.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. So on that note, I think let's move on to onto the closure side for the session. I think it was good to know all these things from you, especially on the fashion and the styling side, where I personally have no idea, no clue. But before we wrap, I would like to do a small rapid fire with you. So my first question is, how many celebrities have you styled up till now? Uh, and share the best experience you ever had with one of them.
Many. So I think I'll say more than 20 for sure. But
Give
the
me
best
give me a couple of names.
experience. Oh, okay. So I've styled Karina, I've styled Yami Gautam, I've styled Manisha Lamba, I've styled Jacqueline Fernandez, I have styled Kriti Sanon, Pooja Hegre also as well. So yeah, like
Fantastic.
a lot of them. And the best
Uh-huh.
experience I think that I had was for Kabul. I was doing these promotions for Kabul with Yami Gautam, and I think we really, really had a great time working
Okay.
together. Apart from work as well. Yeah.
And just to kind of understand and want to take a deep dive into it, how difficult or how easy is it to work with a celeb? Like, do you guys fall into a comfort zone, or are they actually like a hot shots, and it's tough to work with them? How is it? How is the relation like?
It isn't tough if you build a relation with them. You build a relation and you kind of understand your client, you kind of understand that what they need. I think that is also something that I want to really emphasize, that knowing as a stylist that what occasion they are going for, and styling
Hmm.
for that occasion is very important. Not just them
Hmm.
personally, but other than that, the occasion is very, very important when you're styling their celebrity. So I think if you're doing that and you kind of understand them and their style, then you can develop a good relationship, a healthy professional relationship with them. It's not that difficult. They're very sweet actually. Some of them are
Okay.
really, really kind.
Okay. Tell me your favorite look. Maybe one you can say when you can tell me that you have designed, and you can maybe name the celeb or the occasion. And second, tell me a look that you think was fantastically done by some other designer that you really like and admire. So tell me your favorite looks.
My favorite look was when I styled Kriti Sanon for Houseful 4. When I
Hmm.
really, really styled her for the movie and I saw the songs and everything, I think that was my favorite, looks, that I had never seen her in something like that before,
Hmm.
what she did in
Hmm.
Houseful 4. So that is going to be my favorite one. And the next would be the favorite designer would definitely be the favorite stylist would definitely be Tanya Ghavri, that I have worked for many years. And I think her style and her fashion is something that I completely relate to and really admire for that matter. And I think my
Okay.
favorite look was that when she did one of the promotions very recently, in fact, with Katrina for Suryavanshi, when it was supposed to release actually, in a
Hmm.
beautiful floral sari for Kapil Sharma's show. I think she looked
Hmm.
stunning. One of my
Okay.
favorite looks so far.
Okay. We have a before I jump onto next question of the rapid fire. We have a very interesting question from Akriti. So Akriti is asking, what is the most exciting part about styling a celebrity?
What is the most exciting part of styling a celebrity? That if you're a fan, of course you get to see them, you get to
Yes.
see their life behind what happens. What are
Hmm.
these actors behind? You get to see them more closely and understand their lives more closely. So I think that's really, really exciting.
Hmm. That's very interesting. Uh, for you, what is the next big thing in the pipeline? Maybe as a project, as a celebrity styling, what's the next big thing in the pipeline for you?
The next big thing is that I'm really, really looking forward to this movie that is going to be. It's made in South. It's with the South actress Nayantara, and we're styling
Hmm.
her for the entire movie. I'm not going to disclose the name as of now yet, but
No
it's
problem.
going to be a really, really good movie, and yeah, I'm really looking forward. It's the first time that I'm working with her, so I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Who's the celebrity you want to work with? Who's the dream celebrity like that? ये मिल गया तो मजा आ जाएगा.
Right now, as my dream celebrity would definitely be. Actually, there are so many of them, but I think Deepika Padukone would be one of the celebrities
Okay.
that I definitely want to work with, and I really look forward to working with her. She's one person that I haven't yet worked with her, so
Mhm.
she would be
Okay.
my dream celebrity to work with.
And my last question for the rapid fire: what's your inspiration? Who inspires you the most?
Who inspires me the most? I think a lot of them, a lot of stylists
Mm-hmm.
out there today are doing a good job. And I think
Mm-hmm.
everyone's work really inspires me. Everyone is so different. I love the fact that everyone is so versatile. No one's
Mm-hmm.
trying to be each other or no one's trying to kind of be into each other's space. Everyone has really created their own, styling, their own creativity is what you see on the
Mm-hmm.
stars. So that is something that really thrives me, that how beautifully everyone's style statement also being so different. They kind of are able to create such versatile looks, whether it's runway it's
Mm-hmm.
different, whether it's movies it's different, whether it's a public appearance is different. So you get to see a lot
All
of
right.
versatility in all these looks.
Fantastic. So on that note, Ekta, I would now give an opportunity to give a closure note, and then we will wrap the session for today. So from my side, thank you so much for being on Cracking the Code. I think it was fun talking to you.
No, I think I'm very, very thankful and very grateful for actually being on the show today. I hope that I was able to help or kind of really give an insight of what actually goes behind a fashion stylist, and I was able to really
Mhm.
add anything to them, that they were looking forward to. So I'm really thankful. Thank you so much for having me. And I want to tell all the viewers that they can all contact me. It's very easily accessible, so don't worry about that as well.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and I'll see you backstage in a second. All right. Thank you.